Previously on the circuit, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finale of the circuit. The final table is set.
I've put myself in a super commanding position.
Cat 2 on the prowl.
Table's getting shady, bro. I think I'm going to have fun today.
Otherwise, if I wasn't sure, I wouldn't do this. Ricardo! Round 2? Round 7.
Big fold. पागल है क्या? The plan for today is just to play my game.
What I felt bad was that I didn't use the time bank. I had 6 time banks. It's a prestigious title, and I'm looking forward to win it.
GG content. GG, bro. I know I have it in me. If I play my best, I have a very good chance.
Only flat, and then he's
I can only handle one of you at a time, man. What the fuck is going on here?
Last time, you know what happened when you did this? When I had jacks?
Wow.
GG, bro. Chalo, yeah, 3 down 500, make it simple.
आवाज निकली है.
It all boils down to this. 4 champions, 4 excellent poker players. Years of preparation, training, discipline. Are they ready?
Poker is kind of competition in the purest sense, you know.
It's not about the money. It never has been. It's about the honor and the glory of being the best of the best.
I'm going to grind everyone down.
Jasven, Laksh Pal, Thiyam and Paawan.
I always wanted to do something different. I believed I was born to do something different.
Fuck it, let's do it.
This is it. We are on the bubble of the finale here at the circuit. 4 players remaining. It is Thiyam, the maverick of Manipur, in control at the moment. One of these players going home with 15 lakhs and the circuit champion title. My name is Vidar, and as always, I'm going to welcome Addy Wadvani back in the booth. Addy, on the bubble, my friend. 0 to 5 lakhs, and then we climb all the way up to 15. Tension is high. Paawan Bansal is second in chips. Laksh Pal is actually at the bottom. Jasven also struggling after coming in first in chips. But the man with the 9-8 off, Thiyam, has proven himself. How far can he take it?
The cast is a stellar one. You've got the OG Pro, you've got the Human Calculator, you've got the MTT Crusher, and you've got the wild card in Thiyam. All different forms and styles of poker on display as they have been throughout the circuit, and now we're going to see the best of them play down to a champion.
We've been calling Thiyam Mr. Street. He's proven the street style can withstand the heat from the sickos, from the calculators, from the grinders. Jasven, of course. You call him the OG. Katsuo on the prowl, as he likes to go by. Now flops top 2. Looking to claw his way back into the match and perhaps more importantly put some distance between himself and Laksh, who is currently bottom in chips. The bubble is massive, and I think it's going to be the first milestone, the obvious milestone. I do have a feeling that amongst these 4, many of them might just be going for the top prize only, just going for it all.
Couldn't agree with you more. That's what makes a fantastic poker player, and all of these guys fit that description. ICM considerations are going to be huge here, given that 5 lakh bubble, and that's where people like Paawan and Laksh, who have studied this intensely, will have a little bit of an edge, but never discount the other guys, of course.
Well, certainly can't discount Jasven. He has top 2. Knows he has a lock on the hand, has check called the flop, now checked again, hoping Paawan fires. And Paawan obliges with a huge bet, 20,000 or so fired into the abyss. Jasven may have just found a way back into the match. And if this hand goes the way it's supposed to, their stacks are about to even out. We're going to have a clear short stack, and Thiyam is going to have the massive stack. ICM considerations should demand that Thiyam can become the out-and-out table captain. Let's see if he's up to the challenge. For now, Jasven just needs to decide whether to call in trap or to get it in at the moment.
Well, the board is fairly wet, so he might be worried there's some rivers that would be troublesome to play.
All in.
And that's why he's gone with button number 3, all in.
So we have to get 2 time banks more because bust.
Snap fold from Paawan. But like to see that from him as well. Never afraid to find a good spot and apply pressure even when he doesn't have it.
So that means both Jasven and Paawan have about 2.5x of Laksh's stack. This actually handcuffs both of them. And look how measly Laksh's chips are. 225Ks and a handful of pinks. Those are 5K apiece. Usually in a spot like this with a bubble this big, the 2 medium stacks should not be looking to get involved.
And it's always a good time for the chip leader whenever these spots occur, because they want the short stack to hang around so that they can keep applying pressure, picking up blinds, and making it really difficult for those middle stacks to really do anything, like you said, handcuffed.
Yeah, we did hear the term ICM jail being thrown about when it was just about points. Now we're talking about a 5 lakh bubble. And it's not just the 5 lakhs also for these guys. It's about staying in contention for becoming the first ever circuit champion. Circuit EV.
Circuit EV is very real. Talking to these guys behind the scenes as well, they're really not too worried about the cash. The drive and desire to be the inaugural champion seems to be the key motivator by far. And why not? To call yourself the best of the best is something very special indeed.
Role reversal here, mind you. Paawan Bansal now with King Jack off, facing the Queen 7, but Thiyam will come along with the Queen 10 off, getting the big blind discount. 3-handed, I must say all advantage lies with Thiyam. Look at the differentials in the stack. Thiyam has Laksh covered 6 times over, and it comes 7 high with 2 hearts. Dream flop for the short stack. Laksh, mind you, opened the button. This is not the range that he should be smacking, and yet smack he has. Is Thiyam contemplating trying to steal it? Yeah, he's going to make a range bet. 754 certainly favors the big blind defense range. He's taking a stab and he's going to get the bad news.
Laksh's hand here so strong, like you can see, 79% favorite to win this hand.
I don't think Laksh has any move except for all in. Too many dangerous cards. He could court variance and hope to get more chips, but to the extent Thiyam has taken a stab, he might have something to call him off, and as a result, Laksh jams it. Thiyam obviously cannot call, but what a crucial pickup there for Laksh. Gets back to almost 100k. It's going to give him a lot more comfort. 4-handed, mind you. Those blinds come around very quickly. We have the ante as well. You need a little bit of buffer so that you can wait around to find a decent holding.
You know, and Thiyam hasn't folded just yet. We've seen him make crazy calls before, and it's worked once in the past to one of our fallen soldiers' regret. But this time, Laksh quite happy to rake in that pot and take it down and add a little bit more to that short stack. Paawan agrees, apparently.
We mentioned the tension when we were 6-handed. Took a while to get from 5 to 4. Now the tension has to be mounting. Every pot so crucial. 8,500 in the middle to fight for every time. Paawan with Jack 9 off. Certainly will not be folding. The only question is, what strategy has he come in with from the small blind?
His strategy in general throughout the circuit, Season 1, has been a very consistent and solid one. We haven't seen much of him. It's not like he's gotten to too many massive spots. He's just quietly gone about his business, taking it down when he needs to, but when he does show up, be sure that he comes with a lot of firepower.
Yeah, we've seen him get a lot of hero calls from Navi, who did get eliminated. That being said, the players have seen the showdowns. He tends to have value. Now it comes 10-8 deuce. The pot has been limped thus far. Paawan with the open ender. And checks it. Does not take a stab. He was willing to go with it. And now it comes the 7 of spades. Nuts for Paawan. And he checks it again. This is so deceptive. And perfectly played, mind you, considering Thiyam's holding. He's just giving Thiyam the chance to catch up. Perhaps to take a stab in position. Very, very exploitative, playing his opponent. And Thiyam doesn't take the bait. There has been no money added to this pot. And now the king on the river. The perfect card for Thiyam to lose some chips. Paawan could go big considering he's checked twice.
We've been talking about that already, and that's pretty much been the move. He's gone anywhere over 75% to 100% of the pot in the past. Let's see what he does this time.
Oh, he goes tiny, the minimum bet. What a line Paawan has taken. Check, check. Tiny bet, as though he can see Thiyam's holdings, because this should induce Thiyam into being tempted to get more value with this top pair. After all, you've hit the king. Why would you want to give a cheap showdown to smaller pairs? He goes for the raise against the nuts. How has Paawan done this? It's as though he has X-ray vision.
Years and years of study and practice, my friend. Volume, volume, volume. He's been in these spots before. He balances well, and he knows when to pull the trigger.
Well, the trigger is about to be pulled. The only question is how much ammunition is being loaded. He has the nuts. He's been bet into. A 3-bet on the river. You don't see that every day. It tends to be very value-weighted. How can he make this look like a bluff? He's gone huge as one would. 56,000 with the stone nuts. That is the size Paawan has decided he would be. Every once in a while, balancing some bluffs with. It's not an easy spot to find bluffs. You'd have to have some sort of a jack blocker. Maybe something like trapped pocket nines. Paawan is telling a story, and the story is every once in a while he's going to be trying to absolutely own Thiyam's soul. Does Thiyam and his ego talk himself into a call? I don't see how Thiyam can be considering calling this. He does have so many chips, it wouldn't hurt him too much. He only has a king. Weak kicker. It's a bluff catcher, to state the obvious, but it's not the best one. Something like a king-jack would be much better. Maybe king-9, but it's not too many combos. He could think Paawan is taking advantage of him being capped.
So, Thiyam is deep in the tank now. We've all been here. You've got top pair. You have an aggressive opponent who's made a big bet, and you just think, oh, I could just call here and be good, but it's so difficult.
Does Thiyam think Paawan has put in half his stack as a 3-bet bluff on the river? Oh, he's called it off.
Straight. Nuts. Sometimes I'm allowed to have a hand, right? 100 सुनार की एक लोहार की.
Adds 63,000 to his stack. He's closing in on the chip leader. Almost 200,000 now for Paawan. Thiyam with over 250.
Most of the time he does not have an ace over there because he hasn't raised. So I would think that my king high is good for showdown. So I was going for the showdown, and unfortunately the king hit on the river, which put me in trouble. I was thinking maybe he's going with like a small pair, showdown value, or maybe trying to fold out any other hands that I don't have, like an ace or a king or something like that. So that's why I tried to make it look bluffy, and I raise big like 4x.
Whenever the action goes in a manner where he has shown no aggression in the hand, pre-flop, on the flop, and the turn, he is basically capped to maximum 2 pair, and even the 2 pair that he has, they are not the strongest 2 pairs. If he had top pair, top kicker, or something like that, he would have bet already, or like king kicker. So pretty much anything that I raise on the river, he has a bluff catcher. Like, he just basically has to decide if his hand is good enough to bluff catch with, and absolute hand strength kind of goes out the window. Convert करने के लिए कभी-कभी nuts भी ऐसे खेलने पड़ते हैं. That's the thing.
What a player.
Thank you.
What a
Worked very
man.
well. Worked very well.
Yeah, when I didn't expect a straight answer, I thought he'd say something.
Yeah, that is low frequency play.
26 big blind. Okay. For four.
Paawan would do well to get out of the way with Jack 8 suited. Not an easy ask though for the likes of Paawan. Could consider this a 3-bet candidate against the short stack.
Never one to shy away from a juicy spot. And there we go. Makes it 30k.
Oh my. What a gift to Laksh, who can now just jam it. Could consider trapping as well by just calling in position. You always do worry about that ace on the flop though. Yeah, he just rips it. And Paawan insta folds, so the short stack getting a healthy pickup as well. And now look at this, Laksh and Paawan even chips. They're so experienced at this about 30 big blind stack depth. They can be extremely dangerous even if they have the lowest chips at the table.
I mean, you're talking about 30 big blinds. We saw Laksh do it with 1 just to get himself here. That's how dangerous he is. And here's Paawan Bansal with a mystery holding on the button.
Button range is going to be very wide. He could really have maybe anything between the top 50 to 70% of hands here. With the big stack being in the small blind, you can loosen up on the button. Jasven in the big,
8-5?
Jack 8 off. Shortest stack at the moment, not by much though. Alright, this is fun, let's play along. Jack 8 off, does defend. Extremely safe. Jack 6-3 rainbow. Quick check from Jasven. Wants that extra bet from Paawan. The continuation bet is likely on a board like this. Jasven would have to fold so much of his range. Anything that doesn't connect with the jack.
The human calculator right now figuring out what number.
Your favorite bet.
65 it is.
Pretty standard. Jasven can check call comfortably. No reason to bloat the pot. We are on the stone bubble. He'll want to proceed cautiously. Doesn't want to up the variance. And it comes the 8. Never mind all that. Let the variance come. Jasven will be looking to get a stack in the middle as quickly as he can. Does Paawan oblige with the opportunity?
Top 2 here on this kind of board is most likely going to be the nuts more often than not.
10 seconds.
Paawan should be checking back. Anything that has showdown value here, anything that has some equity, 2 overs would count as well. You want to take the free card to try and hit one of them. Fun to be along for the ride with a mystery hand though. Very curious what Paawan's going to do. You certainly can't tell from his posture. One of the best poker faces in the business. I'm not convinced the frame hasn't frozen. Oh, look at that. He's moving. And in comes the second barrel. And now Jasven sitting there with top 2. And it's a big bet, 27,000. I would love to see just a flat call here. But we are on the stone bubble. Jasven might want to end the hand to the extent Paawan has air. Or perhaps
Some sort of crazy combo draw, you know, that's what it feels like to me, the noob.
I will say Paawan wouldn't risk this much with a combo draw. Simply because, Addy, he would be priced in against a shove.
Ah,
These guys just don't play that way.
fine. I mean, I was trying to have fun, but you can just make fun of my poker. That's cool too.
Hey, I'm putting myself out there. We don't know what Paawan has. Hopefully we find out eventually.
9-10 suited. Please have 9-10 suited so I can rub it in this guy's face.
Jacket. Wow. Did not expect that.
Anticlimactic.
When he went like that, I said, Basu will show me 3s or 6s or something, bro. I was like,
I thought it was as good only, bro. As
Boring.
good as 3s or 6s only.
Boring.
ले लो भाई वापस बैठ सकनी. Yeah. Cards on our face?
Fucking boring.
We'll try harder.
Yeah, Laksh, I can see here in the background confirming it pretty much. It sounds like they got, there you go. Exactly the same hand.
Laksh was hoping he had somehow made the money.
So disappointed.
Bro, you're not small blind anymore.
This is hard to get over.
Bro, we three are kind of even, and he has.
Showing the pros where they are at.
He has most chips.
He says he's not a pro. I'm just.
He was willing to let the weaker hands fold.
You can see my card? No, on the stream, I mean.
Anticlimactic as the player said, but exciting nonetheless. Good hand for it to be face down. Mystery hand for us. And now Laksh finds ace-8 off four-handed. That is plenty strong. Again, under the gun means the cutoff. It's a late position open. Standard 2x. Stacks have evened out, as Laksh mentioned in the sit rep. Among the other three, Mr. Thiyam Danish still in control, 250k in his stack. And Jasven will spin it again. Jack 8 off last time, Jack 5 suited this time. Facing ace 8 off. Fair fight. There's an 8, but there's 2 hearts as well. Oh my, oh my.
The water is rising. It's wet.
Take note of the SPR. It's about 3x. Jasven with 110 effective.
It's so much easier to play these sort of middling flush draws in any other phase of a tournament usually. But when you're on the stone cold bubble of this massive series, I'm really interested to see how this one plays out. And now even more so as Laksh picks up an ace on the turn for aces up.
$40,000 in the middle, 103,000 in Jasven stack. Laksh can make what's known as a geometric bet. Just bet something like 65% of the pot and set up a 65% pot bet on the river for all of Jasven's stack.
21,000, not quite geometric, I believe.
Yeah, a bit more milky to be honest, but does still set up a pot size shove on the river. Laksh not wanting to lose his customer. The thing is, an ace is exactly the kind of card that hits Laksh's range. It indeed has hit Laksh smack tab for 2 pair. Jasven getting almost the right odds to try and hit the flush, but we're in maximum ICM territory. And he lets it go. That is discipline. ICM in a nutshell. Losing chips hurts a lot more than gaining chips is valuable. You want to survive. You want to make sure you're still in the tournament. Very, very disciplined there from Jasven. Impressive stuff.
160 only.
5k less I have. No. I said 166.5. It's 160.15. Yeah.
More discipline incoming. 9-5 of diamonds hits the mark. 100,000 and Jasven stack. Shortest stack is good for 20 bigs. 9-6 off has to fold as well. Blind battle. They've seen it before. Sixes for Paawan. Very favorable. Has 25 bigs.
But out of position to the chip leader.
Yeah, he comes in with a limp. And ace king off for Thiyam. Wow. What is brewing here? Paawan has essentially trapped by limping pocket sixes. Thiyam no doubt is going to raise with big slick. And I wonder how Paawan responds. He's not the shortest stack, and we just discussed the discipline you need in ICM.
These blind spots are tricky enough as it is without throwing in the ICM implications. But if anyone can figure it out, it's that man right there, the human calculator, Paawan Bansal. And if there's any man who knows how to break a calculator in two, it's Mr. Thiyam Danish.
In comes the raise as expected. 2 options for Paawan. Certainly cannot fold. 3 options for Paawan, mind you. Certainly cannot fold. Can call. Can essentially raise with the intention of calling it off, maybe?
All in.
And he takes the final option. He rips it and is no doubt going to get called.
Sixes.
We're all in on the bubble. It's a flip.
Jasven and I are hoping for an ace or a king. It's okay. I would do the same thing if I were you. It's okay, bro. How are you feeling, Thiyam?
Lucky.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, honestly. Like I feel very good about this.
Nice.
Twice?
After the snap call when he shows me ace king off, that is just like best case scenario.
It could be like.
I think Thiyam is nervous. This is huge.
I had a 6.
Oh, now I'm not feeling as great. You have a 6 for real? Yeah. Diamond भी dead है ये तो काफी GG scene हो गया bro.
6-9
Hold!
He had a 6! Why are you sweating so hard?
मेरे को डरा रहा है bro.
Sit down.
I'm also still sweating. You never know, man. It's fucking poker. Case 6.
Hold!
Top 2. Thiyam takes down Paawan Bansal. The calculator is out of batteries. And now we are in the money.
GG bro, very
Yeah, so me and Jasven were just like, please, ace king, ace king, ace king. And then like suddenly like the bubbles bursted and we locked up 5 lakhs. So that was like, you know, kind of like a relief considering the fact that I was the shortest on the bubble.
So apparently poker is pretty tough. Because you can play absolutely perfectly and still get into a little bit of bother. Paawan, I literally said, we've been discussing it. I think you played near perfect poker on that final table. You utilized ICM to almost its fullest. And just when they're not supposed to have the absolute goods, they just seem to have it every time. Is that a little frustrating for you?
First of all, I have to say that's super high praise. I don't think anyone can come playing to perfect at the poker tables, honestly. I just strive to be as close as my intellect will let me get. So I tried to leave it out all out on the felt today. It didn't go my way. I guess like sometimes you just have to run into the top of someone's range. It's like one of those days where you don't get dealt a lot yourself, but the times you do, you get paid, and you think like you have to utilize your image that you have always shown the nuts at some times, right? So I went for it a couple of times. They both seemed to have it, and then I lost a flip. It's just as simple as that, honestly. Poker is very good when you're hitting cards, when you're running good. It can be a little bit frustrating, but I think having seen all of these things like a bunch of times already, it doesn't hurt as much as it used to. It still like irks you a little bit that you had a legitimate shot to win the first circuit. It's like always prestigious, like whoever wins the first always gets remembered. So I had this in the back of my mind that I really want to win the first, but it's alright. Like fair play to these guys. All of them in their own right are really, really in the zone today.
With the 3 guys remaining right now in the background, who's your money on?
Just in terms of like pure the desire to win, I think I see it in Laksh the most. Like even though he has been struggling like the entire series, he has had medical issues and stuff. He has just been at the table. He has not let that interfere with his poker play at all. So I don't know if this is smart money, but mine is on him right now.
All right, very well said. Well, very well played as well, mate. What a pleasure. We learned a lot from you as well.
Paawan Bansal showing the mental fortitude that years of professional tournament experience gets you. Absolutely calm and showing a lot of grace to Thiyam as well as he exited, commending his play, rooting for Laksh apparently. It's going to be down to these three. We are in the money. 5 lakhs locked up. Next pay chum, an additional 3. After that, you get to the 15 lakhs up top as well as the glory of being the first ever circuit champion. Jasven Sehgal is the shorty, 10 bigs, 10-7 off, has to let it go. It's going to come down to whether Thiyam can close this one out. He has a mountain of chips. Has Laksh Pal, the second biggest stack, covered multiple times over.
You couldn't have written this script if you had planned it. We've talked about their styles before, but just having the perfect combination of the pure MTT guy versus the pure street guy, and then the guy who is the best of both, let's say, in the middle. It's mouth-watering action.
And Thiyam living up to his wildcard reputation. This is what we have wildcards for, so that they can go all the way, throw a curveball at some of these grinders. And now he sits here with 430,000 in his stack.
Well, you'll have to be a little careful because it's a big stack, but they are hungry, hungry sharks circling it. And now he has to really watch out. My God, Vidur. Laksh Pal Singh has just flopped the world. Top pair, top kicker, nut flush draw. Sorry, royal flush draw. Wow.
What a flop. Laksh traps in the small blind. Thiyam does not take the bait. And after that flop, Laksh traps again with the check, taking a note out of Paawan's playbook perhaps. And now Thiyam takes the bait in the form of one big blind. Laksh simply check calling, having a lock on that board. King is actually a dangerous card. Certainly one of the few ones that Laksh would be afraid of.
Out of position, blind versus blind. Little does he know he's 98% favorite to take this one down. But 2% has never stopped Mr. Thiyam for going for max blood before. So, let's watch the action. Starts with a little bit of a check back. We're going to take a river then. 9. Essential brick.
Time for Laksh to go for some value. Needs to pick a sizing. With the check back on the turn, Thiyam is very likely to check back the river as well. Hands such as jacks, perhaps queen high. And Laksh now is going to try and target those kind of holdings. 18,000. Does Thiyam feel like queen high could be ahead? He has one diamond as well. That's not what he wants to have. He wants Laksh to be bluffing with a hand such as the 7-6 of diamonds.
It is the nut no pair, Vidur.
That is correct. Any queen would be the nut no pair.
We call that hope.
Let's it go.
Trap.
What do you show, bro?
He's queen diamonds. Monster. He had some fuck all hand only. I was like, no point raising the flop.
Lines are up with the smallest of increments, 3,000, 7,000. But the person who's going to feel that pinch the most is the short stack Jasven Sehgal.
Oh shit, I told you wrong before, man. I thought I had 4 green chips.
Yeah, and Jasven, what a series he's had as well. Shipped that opening event, went top of the leaderboard, and just stayed there right the way through to the finale.
And just for fun, shipped another event. Has beasted his way into the money here, but now is the short stack. Trying to chip his way back up into the match. Thiyam still has almost 400,000 versus Jasven's 53, but an ace and a jack should help the cause. That's what you want to see when you're down to just 7.5 bigs.
Yep. Easy one. All in. Oh, snap call. We haven't seen it yet. We will in a second.
Good luck, good luck.
Laksh's face suggests he's behind, but this is hold'em. All in means Jasven at risk. We could be down to heads up.
To decide the fate of Jasven, or to see if this goes on longer three-handed. Gotta love those glasses. Here comes the flop.
Jack. That is what Jasven was looking for. Laksh down to just the 3 kings now. It isn't over till it's over. Clubs help as well. And there we go, the 10 of clubs. On the one hand takes away the king of clubs, but adds outs in the form of 3 queens. And it comes a club on the river for the nut flush. Jasven right back in it. Only a few blinds away from Laksh's stack.
What a nit. Round we go. Got some chips back, but not out of that bottom spot just yet. Thiyam still holding strong with over 400k. And Justin's going to get out the way and see if Laksh and Thiyam want to collide and perhaps give him free money. Laksh has got a candidate to play. Ooh, and Thiyam has got another supreme candidate. The nut no pair. This time, legitimately so.
Deja vu, Addy. Last time around, Paawan limped 6s in the small. Thiyam raised in the big blind. He did not get any credit. Paawan came back over the top and lost the flip. Thiyam should be raising this again to state the obvious. He has essentially top of his range. And Laksh with the kind of hand that surely has to continue. Despite the ICM pressure, Queen 9 suited is just so strong. Oh, it's a huge raise. Thiyam has actually given Laksh an off-ramp to the extent he wants to take it. To commit 18,000 means to get down to Jasven's stack depth. But he does come along. Look how big the pot is.
And look how suited his hand is. I respect it. I like it. Show us blood, dealer. I don't think the dealer was listening.
5-4-3 is not very bloody. 57,000 in the pot to fight for. But Laksh is in ICM jail. If Thiyam decides to continuation bet this, I think the hand is over. He has 2 overs. He has a pre-flop betting lead. He has ace king. He has the gut shot to the wheel. Yeah, all of it adds up to some chips being grabbed. It's such a tiny bet, and yet Laksh lets it go. But credit to Thiyam for the sizing. Pre-flop extracting value from the Queen 9 speculating, and then getting the fold with the very tiny bet. I mean, that is just pro stuff. You can't convince me this man is not a tournament beast along with being a cash game beast.
The hustle is real. And it's one of my favorite sayings that I've heard from better players than myself. If you can get it done with less, why do it with more?
Love it. Yeah, Laksh feeling the pinch. Should be tied with Jasven in terms of his stack now.
You are, bro? 120?
131.
110.
Okay, there we go. Jasven says he has 110 versus Laksh's 131. Just a few big blinds between them. Open season for Thiyam to play them off against each other. I mean, it's the kind of spot, frankly, where Thiyam can just be almost ripping any two. The blinds being at 3 and 7. Both these players under 20 bigs. And King Queen off is way better than any two. Let's see the aggression Thiyam has come in with. Is he willing to just deal with the variance? Put max pressure on Jasven? Or does he want to follow your approach, Addy, if you can get it done with the minimum? Certainly a raise puts a lot of pressure as well. Jasven is the shortest stack.
My approach usually comes with the disclaimer, don't try this at home, so I don't know, I'm pretty mixed on that. But here we go. He's gone with the big one, and hey! Jasven picked up pocket 5s. Well, well, well.
I think Jasven just has to call. He has the shortest stack, so doesn't have the ICM pressure. We're in the money already. Every once in a while, Thiyam will have something like ace 4, ace 3, pocket 4s, pocket 3s that you do dominate.
But that's the best case scenario, of course. The worst case and most likely is that you're going to be flipping.
And you know Jasven hates to flip in these spots. We saw him get down to heads up. He wasn't willing to just get it in and let the cards decide. That being said, there's blinds in the middle. He does not want to fold them too easily. 15 bigs in his stack.
How much we have, bro? You said?
And mind you, this is why I love the jam from Thiyam. He might get the 5s to fold, which would be a fantastic result. If he just opens, let's say 3 bigs, Jasven might be the one ripping, and Thiyam then would be in the blender with just king queen off.
When you said open, I thought you were going to say Thiyam should just open one of his cards and just drop it on the table, really old school style. See what that does.
Might have worked in his favor as well. It could get Jasven to fold, considering Thiyam would not be ripping king 5, queen 5.
Look. You have to show Thiyam, show your hand.
It's time for yet another flip, and what a crucial one this is. Once again, Jasven is at risk. Laksh will be anti-railing as we head to 5 cards.
Here we go. Everyone's standing up.
They seem tense, and I can't blame them. 8-8 deuce is clean for the 5s. No counterfeit outs as well. All things considered, apart from seeing a 5, about the best flop Jasven can hope for. Needs to dodge the kings and queens.
Running hearts also not in the mix, so just the outs on the top of your screen.
That's right. The deuces have been added as chop outs. Kings and queens for Thiyam to eliminate Jasven. Otherwise, 231k going to Jasven Sehgal, and Laksh will become the short stack.
Paint.
And that is indeed what happens. What a comeback.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm a little confused as to why Laksh called for a chop there. That was kind of minus EV for himself, wasn't it?
I think it was a hustle to the poker gods, Addy.
Oof.
He was not rooting for a deuce there.
Level upon level.
Level upon level. And we are still at the same blind level. Sorry to be cheesy there, but 3,000, 7,000 means Laksh with a short stack still has plenty of bigs. Almost 18. King jack off. Good enough to open. As I mentioned, 18 bigs. Plenty of play left. And mind you, Laksh has just been there, done that. He's played every stack depth, 3-handed, in the final stages of a tournament. Thiyam looks down at queen 4 off. Not much you can do with that holding. He's down to about 300k. After losing that big flip, I have a feeling he's tilting a bit. He might be up stuck.
Ooh, I haven't heard that one in a while, Vidar. For those of you who don't know, that's basically when you had a big stack, you lost a bit of it, you're still up, but you're down from your most up, like from your peak. So you're up stuck. Nice.
Yeah, and shout out to the great Phil Lark for coming up with the word, and he recognized that even though you're still ahead, he's still the chip leader. It does cause a little bit of tilt, a little bit of steam. For now, it's the other two in the hand. Jasven battling Laksh Pal, who'd opened the king jack. Flops best. Queen 6 deuce, middle pair for Jasven. And Laksh is c-betting. The board's super dry. He wraps around the queen for some backdoor outs.
How much?
9.
That's all he has to write home about though. Bet's tiny and Jasven comes along. 47k in the middle. 2 SPR. And the king on the turn. What a time to catch top pair.
Mind you, hard to get too much value out of Jasven unless he really thinks Laksh has got absolutely monstrously devious thoughts.
Laksh betting now, targeting a queen. Perhaps a weaker king that floated on the flop. 6s and deuces, less likely to come along as you just said, Addy. Jasven has exactly that though. Tough spot. Laksh might be double barreling with all kinds of holdings.
And now Jasven, well, we've seen him make some fantastic calls before, where He just read his opponent's soul and did the right thing. This time, once more, making the right decision, getting out the way when behind.
No pair B.
Cannot tell you. No information.
Picks up king queen off on the button. That is a premium three-handed. Very easy open.
Gotta love it when you pick up solid hands on the button, as always, nice and disguised as opposed to what your range is sort of supposed to be there. He pops in the raise.
He should get some credit given the ICM, and now Laksh picks up pocket fives. Did I just say ICM? These two are dead even in stacks. Pocket fives goes down in value, but not for Laksh, who commits. Not afraid. Fearless. Just wants to put pressure back on his opponent, and Thiyam picks up pocket tens. Oh my goodness. I don't see how Thiyam doesn't get this in there. Pocket tens is just so strong. Jasven could have a very wide range opening on the button. Laksh could be attacking light. Indeed he is with pocket fives. And Laksh has committed. Thiyam says the words. And he snapped it.
What is this? This कहाँ से होगा bro? मैं all in गया हूँ मैं.
And oh dear, they also call him Boom Tilt, by the way, because he just smashed the bottom set there and dashed Thiyam's dreams all the way down. Wow, what a catch there from Laksh Pal Singh.
Oh, this is brutal. They would swap stacks. Laksh would become the chip leader unless Thiyam catches two remaining tens. The Queen of Hearts adds one extra out in the form of a queen. Oh, Thiyam looks dejected. He's prepaying. That's a form of an offering to the poker gods, trying to spike a 10, and it comes the 8 of clubs, the double up for Laksh.
I forget 4K, bro. Just, he's not, they need a...
I'll give it to you.
आराम से तो पहले...
Laksh delivers the bad beat and becomes the chip leader.
So fives is a pretty strong holding in that spot. I ship it in, Thiyam wakes up with tens in the big blind, and I don't know, I just felt the 5 coming, and window 5, which was obviously very, very, very lucky. But yeah, I mean, grateful, of course. And sometimes, you know, you win some, you lose some. Got pretty lucky in that spot.
The table dynamics certainly different now, and Laksh wakes up with pocket aces on the button. When you're hot, you're hot.
Must be nice.
Chip lead and pocket aces. Standard open, of course. Want somebody to come along. And King Jack off might oblige Thiyam. That's a strong hand. 15 bigs in the small blind. Laksh should be opening any two. Thiyam could take the spot, which would of course be disaster. Could choose to just call as well.
Ace is definitely so strong for the button open from the chip leader. He really should have any two at this point. Aces is almost unfair, but then again, poker in life just isn't.
Oh, he's thinking about 3-betting this. You got a feel for Thiyam. Had a lock on the tournament. Can he avoid disaster? He's been so aggressive. Usually that's the way to go. Putting in another time bank. His radar on point.
And that is some of his experience beyond the books coming into play there. Picking up on something extra sensory, perhaps.
Is he about to fold this? No.
No. I don't think you've been paying attention, Vidor.
Yeah, he gets it in there, and I really do feel for him here. He runs into the aces. Laksh feels for him as well, but trust me, he's elated. Wants the poker gods to perhaps extract some revenge as we head to the flop. Oh my goodness, that is just painful.
The poker gods have said no.
5 high and the straight flush draw for Laksh. Thiyam down to runner.
Most important turn card of his life coming up.
And that's it. It's a brick. He's drawing dead.
Played really well, man. Unlucky. Good body tonight.
We lose Mr. Street in third place.
All right, everyone's fan favorite Thiyam out in third. Made the money 5 lakhs for your efforts. You came into this on day one and you said, I don't care who these guys are. I'm just going to make them play my game. I'm going to take them out of their comfort zone and I'm going to take them to the streets. And you took them all the way. What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good actually. I busted just now, but you know, final tables are always luck. It's a coin flip. I lost a couple. I was cruising. I killed them all. I did what I could in my territory, but when it comes to luck, you can't help it.
Well, I mean, that's one way of putting it, which is a beautiful way of putting it. The other way is that after all of that, it took aces to take you down.
Yeah.
They couldn't get it done with anything else.
Yeah.
They tried. They failed. And it took aces.
Yeah.
So does that make you feel a little bit better, maybe?
I'm just unlucky I ran into them. Yeah.
What was your favorite moment from this entire series, though?
My comeback to the final table, it was a grind. Like I had it in the first day. I could have easily cruised through, but I had to work for it to sit along with these beasts. Yeah, so first day I scored 10 points and second day I scored another 10 points. All throughout the series, I was always at edge with in or out. You never know, but in the final day, I finally made it here. So it's nice.
Played a fantastic series. It was an absolute pleasure watching you.
Thank you.
Man after my own heart.
Thiyam Danish out in third. We thank you for the entertainment, Mr. Street. And now it comes down to this. Laksh Pal Singh with 66 bigs. Jasven Sehgal with 16. Laksh versus Jasven. We did see this in the very first match, the 12 max tournament. This time Jasven with the 4-1 chip deficit. An uphill battle ahead.
Yes, it is the young gun versus the veteran. Can Katsuo claw his way back into this one? Or will it go boom tilt?
Sometimes you have to wonder whether it's meant to be Laksh clipping the 5s against the 10s, catching the aces, getting the king jacks to go all in against him. Does he think this is his series to ship? Mind you, he's coming in with tons of heads-up experience. You don't close out tournaments the way this man does online without practicing your heads-up game. Is going to feel super comfortable, not to mention the massive chip lead.
I'd like to point out, though, if poker is about volume, on the circuit, no one has more heads-up experience than Jasven Sehgal. 3 times heads-up, 1 twice. So, stick that in your solver and smoke it.
Great point, Addy. Jasven is never too uncomfortable on the poker table. Yeah, he does have to win a few all-ins to get back in this match. Pocket 4s, though, now putting Jasven to the test. 10-7 suited. Difficult laydown. 10-7 suited. Pretty hand, but not the one you want to call off the rest of your chips with. And that chip lead just gets extended. We're looking at almost 5-1. LB, the shades are on. He's in control. But don't forget, we just saw Thiyam about to close this one out. And the poker gods decided otherwise. This is far from over.
Are you not entertained?
Certainly feeling the lack of entertainment without Thiyam involved. Still feeling the pinch of losing Mr. Street.
And look at that Jasven Sehgal stretching out, getting ready to prowl.
One of these two will be the champion of the inaugural circuit. The other one will have to wait till season 2 to take a stab at the prize. That is high stakes.
Let's not forget 7 lakh pay jump to the runner-up. Everything to play for, but it's all about the trophy and the glory as Jasven Sehgal ships Jack 9 suited into the middle from the button and Laksh has picked up 6s. Here we go. This could be it.
7 lakh pay jump, as you just mentioned, and all the glory on the line. All Laksh needs to do, it's in the name of the game, hold him.
They said fair fight. They know their math. Look at that. Literally 50% apiece. Anyone's game right now. but it's Jasven who needs to get the best of it. He needs one of those jacks, he needs one of those nines, he needs some diamonds, he needs something. Here we go, 6 in the window. Is it just Laksh's day? But it's not over yet.
Oh, we still have a sweat. There is a gut shot. 4 queens for Jasven to bink it. This is what it comes down to. 4 outs, going twice. Attempt number 1 on the turn. And it comes the brick of all bricks, the deuce of spades. He needs a queen on the river, otherwise Laksh Pal Singh has done it.
Jasven prays to the poker gods. Laksh tries not to look affected. Here comes the river.
It's the 10 of spades, a full house for Laksh Pal Singh as he ships his first ever live tournament by becoming the champion of the circuit. What a performance, and a shout out to runner-up Jasven Sehgal as well. These two are champions in their own right, but there can only be one champion of the champions. LP, Mr. Laksh Pal Singh, Mr. One Big Blind, etches his name in Indian poker history and ships it all.
Jasven Sehgal, you absolute monster. Again. Second place, I know you're feeling a little bit down by that, but you really shouldn't, because you played it a blinder of a series. You dominated that entire thing.
It's been pretty good. I wish I could close it, but such is poker. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but I'm happy to be in the top 2. I gave it my all, I gave it my best, and it was Laksh Pal's day, and he probably played a little better. He also ran a little better, so it's all good.
Yeah, 8 lakhs. I think we'll take it. I think we can take that.
I wasn't ready to throw the monies, but yeah, trophy's a trophy, right? You always want to win it, so.
True. Now, not to put you on the spot, but tell me there's a little funny story about your mum right now.
Oh yeah, so I just had a word with her and told her, I finished second in the league, and she was like, what are you talking about? How can you not win this? You won the first, you won the second. So she probably didn't understand that, these are just points that are carry forward for the main sit and go. And then she said, okay, yeah, whatever, congratulations. And she put the phone down on me. She's actually traveling, she's not in India. So yeah, that kind of tilted me a little more, but it's okay. I know where she's coming from. So it's all good.
I actually, thankfully, my parents were always with me, and I kept prepared them step, and I was always honest about everything. So they didn't have to go around telling people, mera beta poker khel raha hai. Because those, you talk about 15 years back, there was a lot of taboo around this game, right? It was like today we understand, it's like people, even the common people who don't play much, they call it, they know it's lifestyle, it's sport. And I'm happy that I'm still playing and I've managed to sustain, and I'm still around all these years, even with the game evolving. Best part was that when we obviously get trophies, right? So when I came back home and I showed my parents, I won this tournament. My dad got really happy because he said, wow, he's won a trophy and shit. So that's what actually attracted me to play more tournaments. It was more for glory than money. Poker is everything, it's my life now. I've just given it all. In the last 15 years, all I've done is played poker, and if not played poker, studied it, if not studied it, watched it. So everything I do in and around it is poker. It's too much, it's more than money. It's we don't even look at it as money anymore.
To congratulate Laksh Pal Singh, he's played fantastic and he's a worthy winner. And yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Beautiful. What a champion, what a competitor.
Thank you, sir.
What a circuit legend.
The inaugural circuit champion, Mr. Laksh Pal Singh, proves himself amongst a field of 12 of the best players in India, comes out on top, takes it down.
I'm Laksh Pal Singh. Most of you know me online as Boom Till 23. I studied at the Sri Ram School, Aravali. Graduated from there in 2012. Also happened to top my batch. After that, I was studying chartered accountancy. I finished my intermediate CA, followed by working with Grant Thornton for 3 years. I was doing my articleship. I was always the kind of guy who was good at math, numericals, problem solving. And for me, audit was too mechanical, it was just the same things over and over again, just kind of finding faults in the books, and it wasn't very challenging to me. So yeah, right before my CA final exams, somewhere around 2017 and 2018 beginning, I decided that I want to pursue poker. Somewhere around 2016, I was introduced to the game by a dear friend, Sahil Mehbubani. It all started where I would sit behind Sahil watch him play MTT poker, where I had no idea what it was all about. And I was just very intrigued. I was very fascinated by, the different levels of strategy that was involved in the game. I used to play chess back in school as well, so I could draw some parallels between the two games. One day I woke up and I decided that, okay, I don't want to do CA. So my parents were like, MBA kar lo. I was like, MBA bhi nahi karna. So I pretended to study for the CAT for a bit. I used to lock my room, play like tournaments on PokerStars while my parents thought I'm giving mock tests, preparing for the CAT. And my heart was never there, like in the corporate rut, as you call it. I always wanted to do something different. I believed I was born to do something different. Then one fine day, I decided to tell my family that, look, I did not, like my CAT result came that day, and I had given it completely unprepared, and obviously it wasn't nowhere near where it should have been, or even where I was expected to have fared. And I told them that, listen, I did not really put in the effort for this, and because I don't love it, this is not what I want to do. And then I told them that, look, I want to play this game, which is a game of cards for a living. But surprisingly, my father, who was super strict back in the day, he was the guy who supported me, and he said, okay, if this is what you want to do, I will support you, but what's your plan? Plan was to not take a single rupee from my parents, not put any money of my own, and to get staked and coached and mentored by Sumit Sapra, who was my first mentor. He's very good at the game, and he's going to teach me, he's going to put money on me, and if I make X amount of money in 2 years, then I feel like I have a shot at this. So 50 lakhs is what I told my father for those two years, and he said, okay, if you can do that, then that means that maybe you do have the ability to do this. To be honest, at the time when I decided to become a full-time professional, I first started playing online poker. It was a lot easier, like some of the best players, like all of us who are over here, we had insane ROIs. And whereas if you compare it to, say, playing globally, where people have like a 5 or 10% ROI, we were seeing 50%, 60% ROIs, which is very rare in any field, right? Even if you invest in something, or you invest in any security or any company or whatever it is, it's tough to see those kind of returns. So yeah, I've won a bunch of online tournaments. I think I have about 18 to 20 crores in online cashes, which is maybe like the highest or second highest in the country. A lot of guys look up to me, they send me messages, they say, I want to quit my job, I want to be like you. I tell them, don't quit your job, do it part-time. Reach a certain level where you're sure you can make more money than what you would at your job. You're sure you can make a career out of it, and then move into being a full-time professional. Don't do it the way I did. But I was a very stubborn, ziddi guy who knew that if I put my mind to it, I will be able to achieve what I wish to, and touch wood, it all worked out.
Laksh Pal Singh, circuit champion, circa 2024. How's it feeling?
Feels pretty good, to be honest. I mean, the competition was so stiff today. Some really tough players on the table, and I'm just happy to come out on top of it.
But yeah, how does that feel now that you actually got it in your hand? You were saying, I've never done this shot like this.
Done it, man.
How was that moment for you?
It felt so good. These guys were saying sorry, one more shot. I was like, I'm enjoying it. It's all good.
Everyone was actually good friends, and the banter was very high. I hope that we've been able to produce a lot of top quality content as well for our viewers. And I hope that this concept sticks around. I hope that I can come back and defend my title as a circuit champion. And yeah, kudos to the entire team. Shout out to all the guys behind the scenes as well. And yeah, cheers.
As we close out season 1, one champion stands above the rest. But in poker, every ending is just the start of a new game. Who's ready to join the ranks, push their limits, and take a shot at next season's glory? Something big is on the horizon, and the next champion could be closer than we think.
This game may be habit-forming or financially risky. Play responsibly.